Overlooked was the fact the mining tax was finally passed through Parliament in late night sitting. Great that we're going to hit the miners for a bit of extra tax.
I think the mining tax, the way it's evolved, has been an unmitigated disaster. Remember, the idea behind all of this was to create a level playing field between manufacturing and mining because of the so-called Dutch disease, and I'm not talking about you here.
Yeah, thank you.
The Dutch disease. And what they've ended up with is a tax that delivers a negative result in the first year, and who knows what whether the assumptions are robust. I don't think they are.
They're spending too much.
Well, how much it's going to raise? We're looking at the global economy going potentially into another recessionary period. Our mining exports under pressure. The revenues aren't there, but the expenses are certainly there. So this could be a major disaster.
But the government, Peter, says that this is to help pay for such wonderful goodies as increasing the compulsory superannuation levy from 9% to 12%, except who's actually paying for that? Have a look at Bill Shorten. I think he put his foot in it this week.
When the Conservatives say that increasing superannuation from 9 to 12 over the next 7 years is a cost on employers, they're lying, because it's offset against real wage increases.
Now, I'm struggling to follow the politics of it here. It was the mining tax was supposed to help pay for the super, but now we're told it's actually coming out of workers' wages.
Poor old Bill, he looked like he was confusing himself, didn't he? Look, when you increase the super guarantee, either the employer will pay it or the employee will pay it. Mostly the employer pays it. This idea that somehow the government pays it was a sneaky little line that was put in to try and justify a new tax. The government won't be paying this. The government is not giving you something in return for the mining tax. Either your employer will give it to you or you will give up wages in order to get it. But this is how tax policy is now conducted. Sneaky little lines that are put out there, and poor old Bill's forgotten the script, and he's come out and said it.
He's been honest.
But if I may say so, where were all the journalists? Where were all the economic journalists whilst all this was going on for the last 3 months? Why weren't they saying the Treasurer is misleading the people?
They were in someone's pocket. That's where they were. Peter Costello and Michael Costa, thank you so much for joining us.
We need a new inquiry into the media.
Coming